Food in the deep pit.
What's going on, bitches and hoes? I'm Chris Kentucky. Bill. Guess what we're gonna go see today?
I'm gonna cling to the old rugged cross, Uncle Bill.
Hey, baby! I'm Ricky Skaggs!
Look here! Look here!
You know, that's where we always start our reviews, Doodle. It's your Social Security and SSI, buddy.
I did hear, though, that he's the only board-certified SSI attorney in this state. Did you know that?
Golly, he must be special.
I don't know what board certified him, though. It must be the same board that certified us as boardholders.
That's right. How's everybody doing? It's already November of 2008. We're doing this on what? Is it November the 2nd?
Yep. 2 days away from Election Day, and our special live coverage of that event.
Hell yeah! We're gonna be all the way live like Coolio.
That's right. I really have to be honest, I'm a lot more excited about doing the show live than I am about going to see this movie.
Yeah, because we're going to see David Hackle, his directorial debut, and hopefully we've avoided the stinky fans of this series, because we're going to go see Saw 5, A New Beginning.
Yeah, the funny thing about the Saw movies is that after like part 2, it really got to be kind of like a tradition to go on Halloween and all this stuff. But it's also one of those movies that just completely like crossed the boundaries of age. So there'll be people that bring their like little 3-year-old kids in there. There'll be like 60-year-old people show up. That'll be the annoyingest fucking group of people ever assembled in the movie theater.
Yeah, and plus most of them don't bath either, so that's a bad thing. But I'm hoping that since it's already November, all the fair weather horror fans are they're sick of horror, so hopefully it won't be that crowded. And plus people are going to go see the haunting of the Nina Hartley today.
That's right. And I actually look forward to that movie, The Haunting of Molly Holly, more than any of the others. I don't even know why either.
I don't either. I think you got something for Nina Hartley though.
That's true, I do. But this movie, I'm going to be completely honest about this, I have no idea what this is about. I don't even really know what the last 2 movies were about. So it's going to be like one of the most confusing experiences ever, I'm sure, because it's supposed to have like a plot that has to do a lot with the last film, I'm sure.
Well, I think that, remember the last movie, Jigsaw had the DV tape in his belly welly.
Right.
They had to cut it out of it. So maybe this time, because Jigsaw's dead. Anybody that follows the Saw movies realize that Jigsaw is dead. He died in Saw 3, which I'm pretty sure that all the Saw people behind the Saw franchise realize that's a mistake now, especially since dumbasses are still going to see these movies and they're making over $30 million each time. But I'm thinking maybe in this movie they find the tape in Jigsaw's rectum. Maybe they cut open his ass and there's another tape in there.
Yeah. Or it could be that he left him a special tape in his dick hole. They got to fish that out.
That's right. So we'll just have to wait and see what kind of tape they find in Jigsaw. If it's in his rectum, if it's in his dick hole, Who knows?
And here's one thing I hope. I hope I never have to see any other like body parts associated with Toten Bell. Remember, they showed his balls in the last.
Yeah.
I really do not ever need to see Toten Bell's nuts.
I think that turns you on a little bit, yeah. Oh God, old man's breaking up balls.
Whatever. You're the one who's sitting there wanting to play with them. Fondle them around and such.
I know why they keep making these movies, but it's just, I don't know, it's just fun to see how the hell they take up another 90 minutes, you know, for it to make any sort of sense at all, because, I mean, you know they're going to keep making them because they keep making money, but it's like, they're just clinging at whatever. I mean, they're trying to just hang on to the series. It doesn't matter at what cost, you know. The story always is like, yeah, I mean, I was so confused at Saw 4. I mean, I know I'm not the biggest Saw fan, but I've heard all kinds of people say they couldn't even follow the movie if they were huge fans of the series.
Well, here's the thing. Like, once it was Jigsaw and the Amanda chick, that was Shawnee Smith, all that I could follow.
They all did, though. They both did.
I know, but that was fine. I could follow that storyline through parts like Saw 1 through 3. Once it started getting into the Donnie Wahlberg cop shit, all these cops were involved, and then the Betsy Russell stuff, I have no idea what any of that stuff has to do with any of those movies. I couldn't follow any of those plot lines.
That's true, although Betsy Russell was in a pretty cool little slasher movie, Cheerleading Camp.
That's good to know.
Remember that? Lucinda Dickey was in, oh God.
Is that the one that had Leif Garrett in it?
Oh, that son's harder than hell. Leif Garrett was in that. That one motherfucker from Roadhouse that showed his ass in it, that big son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. A lot better than Saw movies.
It's going to be a lot better than this.
You know what's funny though? There's somebody on our message board defending the Saw movies. It's refreshing to see somebody actually like them. I don't know what the hell he's doing posting on their board.
Seriously, after Saw 2, I have no idea how you could defend those movies. Saw 3 is the biggest piece of shit. I mean, Saw 4 is bad, but I think Saw 3, just on the stupidity level, about the kind of stuff that goes on, is like one of the stupidest horror films ever.
Yeah. But I just want to give a shout out to all the cocksuckers at horrordvds.com talking shit about us. Fuck you. You don't like how we talk? You go stick your fucking pocket protector up your nerdy asses. Son of a bitches.
Yeah, I don't really care about what they have to say about anything. So.
The only thing anybody never say, oh, listen to that fucking stupid ass accents. Wow. They're not from the Northeast. They don't sound like a bunch of fucking Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's almost as bad as like if we were black. And they were like, look at them black guys trying to be horror movies, bunch of dumbass.
That's the thing, look, they're black.
I mean, that's the most
That's
obvious.
prejudice, goddammit.
Really.
I want to file a fucking lawsuit.
It's the most obvious thing you can pick on. Like, they're not paying any attention to any of the stuff we're saying or what we're picking as far as the DVDs go. So, who cares? They obviously don't fucking have the sense. I mean, if they had any sense, they would listen to the whole thing and be won over by our charm.
Because we are certified, I told them on that message, we're certified horologists. I don't know if you guys are just jealous because of the fact that you don't have anybody that's certified working for your site. I posted on that board for years and I'm thinking about quit just because them son of a bitches acting so goddamn immature on there. Think we don't know what we're talking about, buddy. Hey, I beg your ass to call in on the show and try to stump us on anything horror related because like I said, we spent many years in the horology department of the Kentucky State of Horror headquarters. So fuck you.
A lot of those guys, though, they're always the ones that are like, oh, Gene Rollin, oh, God, David Lynch. You stick David Lynch and Gene Rollin up your ass.
That's right, buddy. We don't care about that shit. That's why we're going to go see Saw 5. Look, we're dedicated horror journalists right here, okay? Horror broadcast journalists. My God, you think if we wasn't doing this show, we'd be going to see fucking Saw 5?
That's true. I mean,
that's some dedication right there.
We are really only doing this to help you out, to help the horror fans out.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to cut this off. We'll get back, see how crowded it is at the theater here a little bit at the luscious Riverfield 10 in downtown Pikeville, Kentucky. Goodbye. Bye. It's Judgment Day now. We'll see how crowded it is here. Oh my God.
Oh. Yeah, this has ruined my day.
We made a mistake.
We sure did. Surely this can't all be for Saw 5.
I hope not. You never know. What the hell else open anyway?
Zach and Mary make a porno.
These are just... That's getting you hard, man.
Yeah.
Final thoughts for the movie. Let's hope it ain't that crowded.
Yeah, that's the big deal. Saw 5's gonna be shitty, but I don't want to deal with a bunch of retards either.
Or stanky ones.
Stick in your mouth, smile. Stick a dick in your mouth and smile. Stick a dick in your mouth and smile.
You have to use a shitty, I don't even know what it is. It's just shitty function on the computer where you can halfway see something really dark.
Yeah, it always looks like pure shit, though.
Yeah. We do invest in a lot for this camera. I wonder how much money it costs.
Why don't you just take the flashlight to the pop up?
That's the DEADPIT way. So we just got out of seeing Saw 5, which was David Hackle's first attempt at a Saw film.
I don't even know, what did David Hackle do before that?
I think he was a production designer.
Well, whatever he did, I mean, the movie looked exactly like all the rest of the Saw films, which is horrible.
Yeah. Here's what I'm always thinking in the Saw movies. Did the Saw films take place in Alaska or something? Because every bit of it's at night. Have you noticed that? Like, there's never any day shots or anything in Saw.
I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be at night or if it's just that the texture is so dark, the colors, that it always looks like night.
Yeah.
Either way, though, it's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to kind of rank the Saw movies because it's sort of like choosing. It's like choosing if you want to, you know, eat puke or eat shit, you know, or something like that. It's like picking between them. But I mean, to be fair, I did think it was better than the fourth one. I got to be honest with you. I mean, it was. I could follow it a little bit more than the fourth movie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. Actually, I liked it better than the third or the fourth film. Because, I mean, the actual, like the plot of the games in this film is pretty good, really. I mean, how it all works out when they trap. Because basically all it is the cop from one of the films, I don't know, 3 or 4.
The guy that looks like Michael Parry.
Well, that's what I thought it was for a long time. Yeah. This other cop is chasing him around because he thinks he's the Jigsaw Killer, or at least the new Jigsaw Killer or whatever. And they're going back and forth between him trying to find that guy, and then there's this group of people stuck in like a giant trap. There's like 5 people, and they're supposed to work together to get themselves out of this trap. Now that part of the film is actually not that bad. It's the shit where like the cop is going back and they're going back talking about Jigsaw and the flashbacks and stuff. That shit's horrible. I don't care about any of that stuff.
That's true. We're on page 3.
I don't think page 3 is over.
Let me look over there. No, it's closed. Shit. I want to get me some shit. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the last half of the movie wasn't I didn't really like the movie, to be honest with you. But I mean, there was some stuff in it that was better than the, you know, parts 3 and 4. I like the fact that they actually didn't fill the movie with gore just for the sake of it, like they did the fourth movie. You know, and all the death scenes didn't involve gruesome gore sequences and stuff like that. I think the Saw fans might be might be a little bit pissed off by that, but they were a little more selective in the deaths they used and they actually showed. Some deaths weren't as graphic as others. But yeah, I was confused. The flashback scenes were just thrown in there. Like, I was thinking, what the fuck? Why?
You never really know if something's supposed to be in present or if it's in a flashback sequence. They didn't do a real good job of distinguishing between the two.
Yeah. But something I was noticing too is, and I didn't really even think about it in the fourth one. The fourth one's sort of the same way. Is that these Saw movies really play like soap operas overall. Like they.
Yeah.
The storyline moves so slow in it. It's like they know they're going to be making 17 or 18 Saw movies,
Yeah, I was thinking about this, though. It's probably a fine line between doing a film where just casual moviegoers can go in and understand it and doing a film that, like, fans can connect to the other films. And this is one where I think they did it where it was more just like a standalone film. Like, you don't really even have to know that much about the other films to follow this one. Unlike 4, where I was just completely fucking lost all the way through that movie. And it felt like just such a drudgery to have to sit through that movie. This one was a lot more evenly paced, I guess.
It was easier to watch, and plus, thankfully it wasn't that crowded. I mean, when we first started, you guys saw earlier when we first went in, that the damn theater was packed, but I guess it was all a bunch of little teeny boppers going to go see High School Musical 3. But you've already seen that one.
I love that one. That's senior year. I mean, I had seen junior year.
That's got Hanson in it.
Yeah, but I wanted to see senior year.
New version of Bop.
It's got the Jonas Brothers. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a bad movie. I'll never watch this movie again. I'm almost
positive. Yeah, you will. We'll get the DVD and the Blu-ray for review.
But as far as the Saw series goes, it's definitely a step up.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people complaining about this movie just because it was a Saw movie. And we don't do that. We're fair to everything. We got to see it first before we bitch about it. Now, was this a groundbreaking film? No. Was this a decent entry in the Saw franchise? Probably. I think it is. I mean, I think it's, compared to a couple of the other movies, it's definitely one of the ones that I didn't mind as much.
Yeah. So just based on the fact that we can actually watch it and not feel like killing ourselves during that, I think that's a very good step.
So David Hackle, I guess, good job.
Yeah, this was Hackle's tale.
Yeah. Hackle to the future, and that's all 6.
I'll tell you the one thing about this movie I was completely fucking confused about was why would they even get Betsy Russell to come back in that? She's in that movie for maybe 2 minutes.
One scene, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know, Betsy Russell's hot, though, for an old bitch.
I just don't... What was the point of that? Did they just want
Shawnee Smith? What the hell was the deal with Shawnee Smith?
Well, I knew she wasn't going to be in it because she said that.
Yeah.
She said she wasn't in it at all. Which, who cared about Shawnee Smith,
I figured she'd want to be in it, though. That way she could charge for... her big loss. That way she could charge for... autographs. She could raise the price a little bit because she was in the newest Saw movie.
That's true.
That's how that works usually with these autographs and stuff. But I mean, a lot of people probably didn't expect us to say this, but I mean, it was one of the better Saw movies. It really was. I mean, it was one that I could at least. I didn't want to fucking leave like I did the Saw 4 when we saw that. So
I kind of wanted to leave at the beginning. When they were going through all the stuff with the cops and
yeah,
I was like, oh god.
Well, when he jabbed his fucking throat with a pin and shit, like who the hell do that?
I don't think that would work anyway. Like,
probably not.
You probably bleed to death. I'm pretty sure. That's just assuming that you
internal bleeding.
You just get it in the right spot too.
Yeah. Of course, you've never shoved a pin up your throat, but you shoved one up your dick hole, right?
Yeah, I do that all the time for fun.
You enjoy that.
I know you like to sit down on stuff like that too.
That's right, and then I feed it to you. But I mean, that's it for the Saw 5 review. I guess we'll just be back next year for Saw 6 because it'll definitely happen. I don't know if David Hackle will be the director behind Saw 6, but hell, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I'd like to actually write them a letter, Lionsgate, and tell them to please stop making Saw film.
They ain't going to, though, because that's the only thing they makes money.
I know that's true.
Something that we can talk about, we actually saw the brand new trailers for the Friday the 13th.
We saw the trailers for every movie coming out in the next 2 years.
There were about 15 fucking trailers. But the interesting ones were, of course, Friday the 13th, which the whole voiceover is an exact copy of Mrs. Voorhees' diatribe in the original Friday the 13th, which I liked. I thought that was cool. I don't like the way it's shot, but I like the way they showed Jason actually running and shit. And he hadn't done that ever since like part 4. So that was alright. That was pretty cool. What do you think about that?
That movie looks horrible. It really does. I've seen the trailer before. I mean, the only thing that they added,
I've never seen it. I watched trailers on the internet.
The only thing that they added to it was the voiceover. I mean, it was the exact same trailer. It looks just like Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me.
Well, Jason looks pretty cool in it, though. I gotta give him credit. I think he does. I mean, when I saw him running and shit like that.
It looks like Jesse James meets Jason. He got his little trench coat on.
I just like the way he runs and stuff. And something else, I was actually impressed with the My Bloody Valentine 3D trailer. I mean, I thought that actually didn't look that bad.
I'd like to see anything in a theater in 3D. I think that would be awesome. Like, I don't really care what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, it did look like it was an homage to the original movie, surprisingly enough. The killer looked exactly the same.
It'd be hard to fuck up the look of that killer, wouldn't it? He's just got like a gas mask on.
Yeah, but you know people change shit. I mean, I'm actually excited to see that fucking movie now. I mean, it might be a piece of shit, but to me it looked pretty cool. I mean, I'd love to see something. The only thing I didn't like about the trailers when they showed the audience and shit, like
yeah, that did look kind of cool.
A pickaxe coming out of the movie screen and shit. But hell, man, I mean, fuck. It's My Bloody Valentine. It's actually one of my favorite slashers from that era. I guess we don't really talk about that movie that much either, but I have the original one sheet signed by the director George Mahalka.
Yeah, the original movie's alright. It would be even better if they hadn't cut out a ton of the gore, which will probably never be seen again, even though there is a new DVD coming out.
They might have deleted scenes of the gore, I think.
Yeah,
we're really dark now, God!
That trailer, though, really didn't look that good as far as the way that they shot it. Kind of did look like some kind of trailer you'd see if you were at Disneyland or something. They had some kind of...
Well, you're talking about the actual, when they're in the theater and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree about that, but I just think the look of the movie itself looked pretty cool on it. But it'll be interesting to see a movie in 3D. The only thing is, certain theaters, that new digital 3D they have, I don't even know if they can have that up at Pottville.
That'd probably figure. You have to go see the regular version.
You have to see the 2D version. But yeah, that stuff I'm actually looking forward to. I mean, we're definitely going to see both of those.
I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to, though.
What?
Is The Haunting of Molly Hartley.
We got to see that next week.
Or the Twilight. That Twilight.
We got to see that too.
Both those movies look like something that would be on the CW. I mean, they got that teen drama look to them. God, I hate that shit.
Buddy, fuck. We need to start talking about stuff we like. We need to start being uber positive on here.
Why? That's not even. Nobody wants to hear us do that. And besides, I can't be positive anyway with the state of things being the way they are.
Yeah, we need to do another state of the horror address about.
Anywho,
yeah,
that's the end of the review. Saw 5 was much better than I anticipated, I'll say that.
Saw 5? Not too bad. Not too bad.
That's funny too.
For a Saw movie.
I'm pretty sure that almost everybody else hates that movie. So that's fitting.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we come in with pretty low expectations anyway. That's a Saw film, and now that everybody said they hated it, even lower, but hell. Compared to some other shit, it wasn't too bad. But anyway, that's the end of the review. I want to remind everybody that this coming Tuesday at 9 p.m. on DEADPIT.com, we're going to be doing our very first live broadcast via Stickam It'll be like a video show. It'll only be available. We're not going to archive this for the archive, so it'll only be available live.
Yeah, this should be
We'll be
this
talking
should be
about the
pretty big.
presidential election.
It'll be like Grant of Ancestry.
That's right. And we're working on actually having some surprise call-ins. Some people you may not expect to hear on DEADPIT calling in. We're working on Geraldo Rivera right now.
Yeah,
as well.
we're gonna get Rachel Maddow after that. I'm really looking forward to this though. I think
Rachel Maddow, that butch lesbian
Yeah.
woman. Oh,
I
yeah.
think that
Hi, Rachel.
John McCain's gonna win for sure. I mean that's August.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
That way he can have the three-way with his wife and Sarah Palin.
I'd pay to see that minus John McCain.
Yeah. But, I don't know, man. I think the White House is going to have jungle fever here in the next couple months.
I don't know. I hear things.
So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody check it out this coming Tuesday. And remember, we got a brand new commentary up of John Carpenter's Halloween. If you haven't checked that out, it's only $2.99 on the fan commentary section. So buy that too.
Don't forget about Troll 2. The legend continues.
That's right. That's still available for a limited time on the website for absolutely nothing. So I guess that's it for our Saw review. Check us out. I'm Crib Kentucky.
I'm Uncle Bill.
You stay tuned for all the good horror shit over at DEADPIT.